With the upcoming release of Aetherdrift, Wizards of the Coast is doing something that should surprise us, but sadly at this point it just does not. They're making changes to the core booster product yet again. This time, the changes aren't nearly as well received by our community. Now, I want to talk about those changes, and I want to talk about negative impacts from those changes, what I think should be done, but I also want to talk about a positive impact and a positive thing that's going to come from this change. So that's right, we're not just getting all negative today, we're going to say something good that is actually happening that I truly believe due to the Aetherdrift changes. And if you like videos like this and conversations that we have here on this channel, click that sub button, because for a small channel like mine, it helps more than you can possibly imagine. Now, Aetherdrift, the Fast and the Furious set of 2025, the first standard set we are getting our hands on in Magic's new design pipeline, is something that I'm actually kind of excited about. I truly believe that the change in design principle and the change of product release, with almost everything going through the standard format, and not the total removal of commander cards, but the play booster product not being like the set booster in the sense that it's not just a bastion of commander cards, but all of the cards are printed for standard and flowing through this ecosystem, is going to be good for the secondary market. It's going to be good for the value of your and my cards, and I still think the product is going to be fairly affordable when it comes to buying the play booster off the shelf. But Wizards of the Coast, in true Wizards of the Coast fashion, modified the play booster again. It feels like just a year ago we got the play booster. Oh yeah, because it was! Karloff Banner was the very first play booster almost exactly a year ago, and in that time we've managed to change the play booster in a way that we are not fans of. Now the change is, for those who are unaware, that the play booster box is going from 36 packs down to 30 packs. That's right, a reduction in packs, a shrinkflation, a Wizard of the Coast is evil and grubbing after your money online Reddit thread for the ages. But when you dive deeper, it does seem that on a pack by pack basis, the price is going to be the exact same, meaning the play booster box will cost roughly 6 packs less to purchase off the shelf for a sealed box. And I'm going to start with some positivity here. Yeah, I know we're gonna do it the opposite way, but I'm gonna hit you some positivity and then give some criticisms. I do like the idea of cheaper sealed product. I think this is something missing in Magic the Gathering. I think it's something that the complete bundle, the Nightmare bundle, and the Finish Line bundle that are coming with Aetherdrift do extremely well. I believe, truly in my heart of hearts, it's wonderful for, at an affordable price, a fan, a cardboard cohort, someone out there who just loves playing Magic the Gathering, to get out there and buy a sealed product. There's magic, there's nostalgia, there's pull to being able to purchase something completely sealed in its packaging and open it up and have it to yourself. Now, yes, I'm aware that that is a luxury, but looking at something like Pokemon, they definitely lean into this. Look at the various pricing of tins, binder packs, special editions. The ETB is a wonderful example of, hey, we know that these people, our fans, want to engage in some kind of sealed product, cracking it for themselves, having that opening experience, so we give something at various price points and have a more available ecosystem to have that fun. This is something that the lowered cost of the booster box for Aetherdrift, lowered cost being that it just has less packs, is going to be good at. This is going to open the door for more people who didn't have the amount of money that required before in their pocket to get their hand on a sealed Aetherdrift play booster box. And in my opinion, if you were going to buy a sealed Aetherdrift play booster box, you're not necessarily going to notice the missing 6 packs in a major way. If that was the barrier for entry for you to be able to get your hands on one, then I think that's going to outweigh the 6 packs that are missing. But I'm not saying that that's all positive. I think that is a positive, increasing the ecosystem for people to be able to buy a sealed box and either play with it or crack it or do whatever they want to do with it is a positive. I do believe that the message that they're sending to fans like you and I is not necessarily a positive one, because while the box might be the same price on a pack by pack basis, which is, it's a meaningful statement. It's meaningful if that remains true. It is also meaningful that this doesn't necessarily hit us in the right way. Look, we're coming off one of the best years of Magic to date, and we are seemingly shying away from the days of the Commander Masters and the Lord of the Rings, and where everything is premium and crazy expensive if you want anything good. Heck, look back at 2024. Some of the best products were the Fallout Commander decks, which are widely available and affordable. They are the play boosters from things like Duskmourn and Bloomburrow. And Outlaws of Thunder Junction, if you want to go into the pricey collector booster box, is a crazy opening experience with tons of value. And that collector box is still sitting around $200. So even from a collector's perspective, we are in a good place. But to take this move and to, shrinkflate the play booster box, I don't like that term because, again, it is still the same cost on a pack-by-pack basis. I don't love the shrinkflation. It's not like if they were charging the same for less packs, then yeah, I would be far more angry. But it's still going to hit us wrong in the fields. And how we feel about Magic the Gathering and these products and these releases is important. Looking back at Magic's past, the success of a product not only depends on how good the cards are inside, but often our emotional connection to that product. I mean, heck, Mirrodin is a beloved set. We absolutely love the product. Looking at the booster box in the secondary market, it is insanely expensive, and there's nothing really worth opening in that set. We just love the experience, we love the time, and we love those cards. And I do believe that giving us this, negativity during this set release is a risky move. And if I were to put on my tinfoil hat, I would believe that this was always the plan for the play booster box. I believe we were always going to see this thing shrunk down to a 30-pack box, and while, yeah, that's going to be far more difficult for your sealed events, your drafts and prizing, your local game stores are going to have to change. They're going to have to be different orders of boxes for the LGS. For you, the consumer, I think if we can get past that dislike of this, I think we can, find ourselves in a good spot. But I don't agree with this move. This personally is not what I would do going into this year. In fact, I have some trepidations about the products coming out this year that I'm going to outline with this whole shrinkflation conversation, and you can let me know your thoughts about these in the comment section below and anything else we've talked about so far in this video. But I do believe that this is not the move I would have made. And the reason is we're going away from the giant, flashy, splashy, hey, here's your big modern prizes, here's your big commander releases. We're kind of living in this ecosystem of all these standard sets, housing our universes beyond loves and desires. And because of that, we're going to have a more normalized and less spiky, less hype spiky product release cycle, in my opinion. Because of this, I would have liked to have seen the product entertainment, the product excitement boosted by the same play booster box, cut down in price a little bit, at least at the local game store level, and then let the market does what it does, and we'll pay whatever we think the box is worth. I believe that this would have kept engagement on a product that, in my opinion, will probably be slightly power crept down in 2025, at least for most of the sets that we have seen spoiled so far, because of the ecosystem they are going to flow through. For those who don't know, all of these sets that we've seen spoiled so far are going to flow through the standard life cycle and ecosystem. So they're going to be just like Bloomburrow, Duskmourn, Karlov Manor. They're going to flow through that same ecosystem. Because of this, I really would have liked to see the price of a booster box go down. And yeah, I know Wizards of the Coast is a company, and it's never going to happen, but they are monetizing Magic the Gathering better than ever through things like Secret Lair. They now fully control the Commander format as the Rules Committee was dissolved. If I remember, I'll link a video here. If not, it's somewhere on the channel. It's one of the big ones. You can find it. I really think that there's opportunity to monetize Magic the Gathering in other ways, and we could have done for a bit of normalization, a bit of a price decrease for these products in 2025. And I know saying Wizards of the Coast and price decrease in the same sentence is something it's probably never going to happen. But that being said, I'm actually a fan of classic cars. I have a 69 Impala in my garage. I have a 66 T-Bird that's at the shop right now. I debated filming this video, and maybe I'll film other Aetherdrift videos in a garage in front of one of my old cars that I really just enjoy as hobbies. Trust me, they're not nice. They're junky ones, but they're ones I can afford, and they're fun for me, and I've collected them throughout my life. So I was debating doing that because, like, cars are fun for me. I like cars in the Magic ecosystem. I think it's going to be really exciting. MinMax Games, I believe the owner of MinMax Games, has decided to call this set Now That's Pod Racing, so that makes me giggle. Shout out Peter if you're watching, because that one always just made me smile. But I'm actually excited for the set, and the Finish Line bundle I think is something that's going to be wildly attractive. The Aether Spark serialized card, and then box toppers coming back is wildly meaningful. We'll get into more of this set as time goes on, but these are just some initial thoughts on the whole shrinkflation conversation and everything going on. Again, thank you so much for hanging out today. I'm going to link a video over here that I'm going to handpick for you about Aetherdrift. These are my initial impressions. I'll put them over here. Let me know what you think about my initial impressions in that video, and thank you so much for hanging out. Until next time, you guys know me. My name is Josh, and we'll see you around. All right, goodbye.